Paratransit is specialized transportation for seniors and people with disabilities who are unable to use the public transit system. In San Francisco, we're proud that we've had paratransit since 1978, long before it was mandated by the Americans with Disabilities Act in 1990. San Francisco is a unique city, and our paratransit program reflects this. We have a network of services: SF Access van service, paratransit taxi, including wheelchair-accessible ramp taxi and group van, which serves groups of individuals going to a single location like a senior center.
I'm Elsa Scott, and I'm a retired federal employee, and I'm a native of San Francisco. I use paratransit because I've been using it for about 6 years because 6 years ago I had to start dialysis treatments at CPMC. So I'm very dependent on paratransit for 3 times a week, coming and going. My current driver is Brian Berquist. He's just such a friendly, sort of a teddy bear kind of a guy. I don't know what it is about Brian, but all of us old ladies want to feed Brian.
Hi, my name is Fred Lane. I'm most proud of driving a ramp taxi since the beginning of the program in 1994.
Fred, you are the absolute best.
Thank you, Fred, for providing transportation for me and opening up my social life and taking care of medical appointments, taking care of my mother.
Hi, my name is Ann Bailey, and I've driven for Luxor for almost 5 years now. I drove for DeSoto Cab for 10 years prior to that, and I drove in 1976 for the old yellow cab. This is Frances Mickey, and I've been driving her for about 11 or 12 years to her Alzheimer's day program, which we call the Memory Club. Every day when we drive through the Presidio, she'll say, "Oh, goody, you're taking me through the enchanted forest."
My name Amir A. Mahmoud. I am like 49 years old. I have been driving cab over more than 13 years in general. Then I drove Ram more than 3 years. Almost, this is my 4th now. I have been enjoying doing the job, and I like every moment of it.
Thank you, Mir.
Hi, my name is Peter, and I'm a paratransit driver for MedSound, and this is North and South Market, where I pick up my group and drop them off at home.
Thank you, Peter. You are awesome.
Very good. Tayasi, the driver is very good, number 1.
Larry Mingo, Mobility Plus driver. San Francisco Paratransit.
Thank you, Miko.
You're welcome.
Hi, Miko.
Thank you, Mingo.
Big Miko.
Thank you.
Okay, yeah.
Thank you, Larry Mingo. Hey Larry Mingo, you are awesome. Thanks for a great job you do for us. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Mingo.
Hello, my name is James Fells. I've been working with Paratransit for 13 years now. I get a kick out of the job. I like helping people, when they need help to go shopping or getting picked up at the medical building. I really like helping people. That's why I've been working so long.
Hi, my name is Kalani. I'm a driver with Mobility Plus. I love my job. And I've been a driver since May, and I'm pretty satisfied with the company. So, 2 thumbs up. Hope you guys have a nice day. Bye.
Sandra Johnson, and I've been working for Mobility Plus for about 4.5 years, and I love it. This is my job and I love it. It's very rewarding for me. One of my proudest moments is one of my clients left his cane on the bus, and I've been picking him up now for about 3 years. So I know that cane was important to him, and I had dropped him off and I noticed the cane later on that day, so I kept it with me. And when I went back down to La Playa, when I worked my way back down there on a break to give it to him, he kissed my hand because he can't talk. So he grabbed my hand and he kissed my hand, and it just made me know that that was an important thing for him, So that was my proudest moment.
One couple who were riding with us morning and afternoon, Mr. and Mrs. Lee. Mr. Lee was the dialysis patient, and he's probably in his 80s. And every time we would drive up to Buchanan Street to the hospital, Mr. Lee would say, "Good job, fine driver, #1 driver." He would go like this. And then as Brian would be helping him off the van, Mr. Lee, I heard him so often say, "Brian, if anybody gives you any trouble, you send them to me and I'll take care of them." And here great big old Brian would say, "Henry, you're the first one I would try to get help from." And he says the second one was Elsa. So we knew that we were being relied on by Brian. A few weeks back, Mrs. Lee called Brian early in the morning to tell him not to bother picking them up because they were already at the hospital. Mr. Lee was ill and she had taken him to the ER. The next day or so, Brian, on his lunchtime, found out that Mr. Lee had been admitted to the hospital, and he went up to Mr. Lee's room and just stuck his head in just to say hello. And the minute Mr. Lee saw him, he went like that. And Mrs. Lee said, "He's telling you again you're #1 driver." So Brian really appreciated that. He thought that was really sweet, but he could see Mr. Lee wasn't doing so well, so he left really quickly. And unfortunately, Mr. Lee passed away that evening. That had a great impact on Brian and me. It was very sad, but it was so touching that he had seen Mr. Lee, and Mr. Lee had confirmed that Brian was #1 driver.
This is San Francisco Paratransit. It's not perfect. We've got our ups and downs, late trips, frustrated customers, stressed out drivers. But at our best, we get our passengers where they need to go on time and with a smile. And when we pay attention real carefully and notice what's happening in the van, taxi, or at the senior center, we notice that our drivers make a difference in the riders' lives, and the riders make a difference in the drivers' lives too.